I seem to have had quite a lot to say about recovery. And so, I mean, I suppose it's appropriate for me to justify that, given I manage an organisation which, although it does lots of different kinds of things, isn't necessarily immediately associated with recovery. So you may well ask, well, where do I get off sounding off about recovery? And my answer to that is that I see recovery and the discussions around recovery, if you like, the emergent recovery agenda, as being part of a whole series of important approaches designed to challenge and improve the quality of what we do. So I think the recovery debate is an important debate. It isn't just at the level of debate I think it's important. I think it is important to look at our services and ask ourselves quite bluntly and quite plainly whether there are certain people today who are in service, in treatment, who are still, if you like, taking drugs when, if we'd had a more vigorous, more focused, more positive recovery approach, they would actually have stopped taking drugs, moved away from drugs, moved away from drug treatment, and been better integrated into mainstream. So I think as a mainstream provider, I have a responsibility to look at recovery in that sense. Is there anything we haven't been doing, that we should have been doing, that we should start doing, that will enable us to improve the prospects of a proportion of our clients to get drug-free and to move beyond drugs? More generally, should we as an industry begin to look at how we approach all our clients in a more positive light? It might be that they're not going to be able to quit drugs and become abstinent and move beyond and back into society in a quick and straightforward way. Nevertheless, should we be approaching every client, every service user from the time they first get in touch with us in a more positive light, where we're making clearer what the options are, where we're, if you like, signposting them to alternatives which in the past we've simply haven't done because in some way we believe that those things are beyond our clients. So as a mainstream provider, you know, I'm very keen to see if there are those sorts of changes that we can make for a proportion of our service users for whom abstinence is a realistic possibility, but more broadly for all our users, including the most chaotic, including the most abject. Can we approach all of our service users more positively from a general recovery orientation in order that we can help them to get what they want for themselves, rather than just assuming that drug treatment is something which will maintain them in a certain equilibrium, which is less optimal from that which we should aspire for them and which they aspire for themselves.